Hello everyone, and welcome to Recettear, an item shop's tale. Or rather, let's play Recettear, an item shop's tale. I suppose it's both. Either way, I am Sunny, and I'm here to guide you through the wonderful world of running a shop in a JRPG world. This is the third time I've had to record this because, well, figuring out how to record this game is not as easy as it looks. But I think I have discovered the solution to all of my problems. I have the voice volume right, the music volume right, the sound effects volume right. Everything should be great. Hopefully. Anyways, let's dive in. I'll be skipping through some of the storyline parts and pausing through others so you could read them. In case you can't tell, they have like Japanese voices. I have it turned way down because it's loud and obnoxious, and when I'm talking, their voices cover up mine. So, you can still hear them a little bit, but not very much. It's not really important. Alright. So, we have an item shop for some reason. And now we need things to sell. So that seems pretty simple. Head to the Merchants Guild and we'll get things to sell. When you want to leave the shop, head to the front door, currently located at the upper right-hand corner of the store. Oh, but I wanted to leave through the window like an action hero. To eternity and racket. Okay. Ah, a girl and a fairy, you two are. Yes, you're a racket, and that loan shark. While that is not, well, an incorrect assessment, could I ask you to refrain from calling me a loan shark? That's right, mister. She and our partners, don't be mean. Haha, forgive me. Partners it is. So, how are your preparations for running the shop coming along? Quite well, thank you. In fact, we plan on opening today, so we stopped by in order to show our gratitude. Very good. You do know what's what. If you have any problems, let me know. I'll be glad to help. We appreciate your kindness. Thank you. We appreciate your kindness. Thank you very much. Not a problem at all. So you came straight here to pick up some merchandise, right? Well, let's go to the counter then and get you two sorted. Alright, so basically, you need to buy stuff in order to sell stuff, makes sense. The Merchants Guild sell things at a slightly cheaper discount, and it's a good opportunity to buy a bunch of cheap things that you can at least initially sell. There we go. Once you have enough things, you can leave, and then he'll give you the extra gift of walnut bread, which is useful to sell. Something else to keep in mind that's extremely important. Capitalism ho! Well, that's important too, but it's not what I was talking about. Adam Smith would be proud of us at any rate. You can sell things to shops, like at the market or the Merchants Guild, but unless something is completely and totally useless to you, it's probably better off to sell it at your own store. I mean, you do run an item shop, why wouldn't you do that? Loading. Okay. So, we set up the different things we want and... Alright, so, when you come back, you can set stuff. Now, if you set stuff by the windows, that's a display item. That's what people see when they when they're on the street. Alright. So don't make it too repetitive, but try to get the give them a general idea of what exactly it is being sold. And all these items are very much JRPG affair, so there's nothing... There, so that's all the things I bought. And that should be good for starters. Alright, so once you're ready to open the shop, you go to the counter, and she's going to give you a tutorial on how to do it, but we're going to skip the tutorial because I already know how to do it, and the tutorial's kind of wrong on how it is you're supposed to do it. I'll explain why a little bit. Alright, so she'll want the walnut bread. Now the objective is you need to sell it at a higher base price to make money. Now, Tier will tell you to sell it at 170% of the base price. But most people just starting off aren't going to go for that. You're going to want to go to roughly 121% of the base price. For most of the people who are going to be coming in initially. Like that was a housewife, and housewives don't have as much money as you would think, so. So now we've basically run through the basics of how you run an item shop. Oh, you wondered why we started an item shop at all? What? Video games need plot? Nah. Mario games certainly don't seem to think so. Easy Game Station presents A Tale of a Fairy, a Girl, and How to Run an Item Shop. Recettear. Suddenly said, I'm going to be a hero, and then took off without saying that he'd be back. I really hope he's okay. I'm getting lonely. Well, I shouldn't worry about him too much. The best thing about him is how tough he is. He'll be okay. Yeah, no. Sounds like an irresponsible father to me. What? Papa would knock. Who's that? Oh, you can't hear the knocking sound because the sound effects are turned down. Once again, because they get kind of loud and then, you know, go over my voice. But there was knocking there, trust me. Let's hear me. Loan? Repayment? I'm trying to turn them to get a money back. The house will be seized as collateral in order to repay the loan. Collateral? Seize? What? Yeah, he's not here. Yes, I see that now. Monsieur Lemongrass disappeared following a fracas atop the local volcano, so I assumed he might have returned here. Disappeared. Was he fighting a dragon? I'm going to say that his disappearance was either into the dragon's stomach or into the volcano. That's of course not how finances actually work. She technically wouldn't be responsible for any of the things being paid out, but unfortunately they would still seize his house because it belongs to him. So she wouldn't be able to live there anymore. So while technically they got it wrong, it's about the same thing. ludicrous ideas from, but I would never do such a thing. Quite the opposite. I was sent here to ensure that you wouldn't have to resort to such, well, absurd methods to pay us back. Uh-huh. I'd say the method you have in the store is equally absurd. I never worked a single day in my life. How old are you? Those who do not work do not eat. Some is them in grass. Which will it be? Work or the house? I'll work then. The city is an adventuring hub. Because that makes sense. In addition, this house faces out onto one of the main city lanes. Therefore, I propose converting the house into a quote-unquote item store. Item store? What? Really? Racket? By the way, I think her name is pronounced Racket, but that might not actually be how it's pronounced. If anybody knows, feel free to correct me. I know Kyr's name is pronounced Tyr. Genius, it's done. Yes, well, it is quite well made, however. I've always been good at making stuff. Be that as it may, well, the site is nice, is there a problem? Well, the name, are you quite sure you've thought that through? Recettear! Like, is her name supposed to be Racket? Like, I think it's Racket. That's how I read it. Could be Recettear or Recettear, something like that. That sounds more feminine, but I've always just pronounced it. Or it could be like, her name could be pronounced even completely different than that. Because like the pun is Racket, you know, Recettear. Recettear, mispronouncing even slightly. Recettear, Racket. Oh yeah, I see. Racket has an A in it, so her name's not actually Racket, it's Recetta, like Recetta, or something like that. I always just called her Racket because, you know, the name of the game is... the pun is supposed to be Recettear, so I just assumed her name was Racket, but now that I look at it closer, it should be obvious that it's an E and not an A. I don't know what I was thinking. I might just continue calling her Racket though out of habit, because I'm not quite sure how to pronounce her name. Recettear? So it's not actually Recettear, the name of the shop is not Recettear, it's Recettear. Or Recettear. She could be Recettear too, but that doesn't seem very Japanese. Because I don't think they have a C that goes as an S sound. Her name is never really pronounced in the game either, so that doesn't really help. Recettear or Recettear? Recettear? Recettear. Yeah, that can't be right because it has two T's, so it should be Recettear. Yeah. If anybody has an idea how that name's supposed to be pronounced, please let me know, because I've been playing this game for a while, and I've played this game for quite a bit before I started recording it, and I tried to record it 3 times, and I didn't realize until just now that her name is not actually Racket. So if anybody has any ideas, please like freaking post in the comment section. How the crud do you pronounce her name? Alright, so we're going to open the store again, just to give you an idea of how things work. The little girl wants armor? That's random as crud. Now little girls obviously can't afford it. Jump cut ho! Sorry about that. Anyways, what was I saying? Alright, so the little girls can't really afford that much, so you're going to want to go, yeah, even at 118% of the base price, they can't afford it. For them, try 115% off the base, or of the base price. Yeah, that works great. So, you want the armband. See, now, yes. Awesome. And remember, the more expensive the item itself is, the more you're getting out of it. So now, as you can see, we're running out of things to sell, and that's going to be a bit of an issue. So we're going to need to go buy more things. For initially, I recommend the Merchants Guild. But you know, if you want to go to the market to get things, that works too. For the time being, though, this is the better option because it allows you to. There we are. Alright. That would be smart, wouldn't it? Sorry, I'm trying to think about this game and play it at the same time is, or talk about this game and play it at the same time is surprisingly difficult. So anyways, you want to start primarily at the Merchants Guild because their things are cheaper than the other things you could get at the market, which are more expensive but a little rarer, which you could go and get those later for like specialty items and stuff. Right now we're just working on making some money. And as you know, since the price is based on percentages, the more expensive the item you sell, the more money you're going to be making off of it. So right now we're not making that much money because the things that we're selling don't sell for that much initially anyways. And like I said, a lot of people have a sweet spot for certain items, and as the price of the item increases, so do people's willingness to buy, like have the price marked up more. So that's something to keep in mind too. Alright, so that's it for the first 2 days of Recettear. At the end of each day, Tier will give you Recettear. I think Recettear. But Tier says if you mispronounce it even slightly, it comes close to Recettear. So it must be like Recettear or something like that. So it can't be an S, so it has to be like Reka. Orekia. The name aside, we did well today. Next time on Let's Play Recettear, whatever, an item shop's tale, we will learn how to make more money, basically. Oh man, this does not bode well for this playthrough at all. Until then, capitalism ho!